Sum 41's Deryck Whibley is making headlines and reshaping what we know about the band's history with his new memoir. The book is called Walking Disaster: My Life Through Heaven and Hell, and in it, Whibley claims his former manager groomed him and pressured him into a non-consensual relationship. The book is being published today and follows Whibley as he grew from a teenager in Ajax, Ontario, into an international rock star. Deryck joins me this morning from New York City to tell us more. Great to have you on the show, Deryck. Thanks for being here.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Deryck, your former manager is a big part of the memoir. In a statement to the Globe and Mail, he has responded saying these are false allegations. I want to know how you are feeling today now that the book is coming out and you've shared this story.
It was hard to write the book. It was even harder to do the audio for the book and say this stuff out loud for the first time. And to put the book out now is even harder. But I find that sometimes the hardest thing that you have to say is the most important thing that you have to say. So I decided to go ahead with it because it's something I thought I would never talk about. I thought I would take it to my grave. It was just something that would be a secret. It is a big part of the book, but it is not the only part of the book. I mean, the whole book is a really open and honest telling of the entire story of my life and Sum 41's entire history.
Well, Deryck, when you sit down to write a book like this, or a memoir of your life and of your career, how do you decide what goes in and what doesn't make it?
You know, I didn't sit down and decide. I didn't have like a list of stories or things I wanted to talk about. I just started from the beginning. And as I got to moments in my life, I just got to those points and at certain ages, and I just told the story. I didn't really hold back anything. I think at first I thought, I'm just going to tell the whole story. And if I don't like something, I can always take it out at the end. But when I was finished with it, I just left it all in. I didn't take anything out.
And you share so much. You also speak about your relationship with Avril Lavigne. You guys were so young when you got together. We have a picture of you here, throwback to, my childhood watching you guys together. Two Canadians in the spotlight of international fame. You talk in the book about being positive forces in each other's lives. What has your relationship with her meant to you?
Well, I mean, we had so many firsts together. We were really young. We were together through the early days of our success. And like I said, we had all these firsts. We moved out of Canada. We got a house together. Obviously, we got married, and we just went through so much together. And fortunately, we're still really close. And we've had our ups and downs, but we still remain really close to this day.
In another chapter of your life, you now have two beautiful children with your wife, Ariana. Now you're on tour, but you're a dad this time. So what is that like on the road with two little kids?
Well, the boy is wild, and our daughter is like the sweetest, most quiet angel baby we could have ever asked for. So they're polar opposites, but they're amazing. I mean, it's great having a family that you love to be around and takes you. It's a completely different thing than the family I have on the road with, the band and Cohen and Dave and Tom and Zumo. But, it's everything seems to be in its right place for me.
Deryck, you're on this tour now. You have your last show in Toronto in early 2025, January 30th. Does it feel poetic for you to wrap it up here in Canada?
Yeah, absolutely. Which is why we chose Toronto to be the last show. When we decided to do this final tour and final album, it was just a given that we knew we were going to end it all in Toronto, where we started.
Deryck, if you could go back, last question for you. If you could go back and talk to your younger self, the teen who worked at a gas station writing songs with customers, what would you say to him?
Just keep doing what you're doing. And enjoy the ride because, I don't regret anything. I love the whole journey, even the downs. I love the ups, but the downs make the ups even better. So I love it all.
Deryck Whibley, I appreciate your time today.
Cool. Thank you very much.
The book is Walking Disaster, My Life Through Heaven and Hell. It is out now.
If you liked that video, make sure to subscribe to the Your Morning YouTube feed, where you can find all kinds of new content posted every weekday morning.